Hello everybody, welcome to the sound test room. This evening we are taking a look at Playbeat, it's a generative groove randomizer. Yes, it's very cool. It's from Audio Modern, and I think they're joining the stream as well. So I'm just going to get on my chat feed so I can see who's here and chat back and what have you. So, looks like we're live. Okay, so 10 people watching. Gosh. Right, okay, that's very cool. Let me see who's here. Looks like Andrew's here, Stephen's here, Russ, Andrew, Hozza, Stephen, Colin, Powell's here. Yes. CP's here, Sci's here, everybody's here who says so. Okay, so what does it do? Well. This is very cool and a lot of fun. Okay, so, Daniel's here, Les Productions Zvon. We're going to be using some of Daniel's superb samples in this. In fact, there's one sitting here now, in this one here. I don't know if you can see this one here in track 4. So we're going to get into the whole thing. I'm going to explain exactly how all this works and how very, very cool it is. But for the sake of entertainment, folks, I have Audio Modern's other app, Riffer, here as well, which we shall have a quick look at as well. But however, this is playing Synth Master 1. And over here, I have a Moog Model D. And it's hooked up to my little Arturia key step just out of shot there. Well, that's going to be providing a bit of bass for this bit of entertaining first part before we get into the actual full tutorial. So you're going to learn all about the app today. Hi, Paul. It's very clever. Now, if you like Riffer, you're going to kind of get the idea how this works. Let's have a look at the interface again. You have 4 tracks, okay? And along here, you have up to 16 presets you can choose, which is very cool. Okay, so if we want to load a particular, let's just play this, right? I'm going to play this first, what I've got so far. I'm going to start with preset 5. I'm going to close the microphone, blast through this, and then we'll get back and we'll get into doing an actual full tutorial for it, so you can understand how it all works. It's very cool. It's very straightforward and it's not complicated at all. Here we go.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing time.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing time.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing time.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
help me a moment?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing.
I'm a woman with a woman's intuition.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. 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 I'm a woman with a woman. 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 I'm 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 a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's
I'm a
nearly
woman
closing.
with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you help me a moment?
I'd like to, sir, but it's nearly closing time.
I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman.
So there you go. That's the cool stuff you can do. Welcome, Audio Modern, who are here somewhere on the chat stream. Okay, so yes, not bad. Yes, it's great. It's great fun. Now, here's the thing. What we shall do, for the sake of speed, well, for the sake of speed and stuff, I'm not going to touch the MIDI. I'm not sure how. I ain't no nitty geezer. You know what I mean? So if Skull HQX, if you're here for the MIDI, you're at the wrong place. Sorry, dude. But right, I've got my little mousey pointer here somewhere. Right. Okay. So let's save that as just as a thing. Save session. Yes. And I shall clear this, and we shall start again and open another couple of. Well, I'll just start with the one, and we can go through the thing. Right. Okay. Boink, and audio unit extension. Now, unlike Riff is a MIDI effects, it controls other instruments. Playbeat runs on its own, so you don't need to have it MIDI'd up to anything. So Playbeat, it runs in standalone as well, which is cool. So I open it up like this. Let's double tap that, get the full thing going. Now you will see that I've still got my 5 presets loaded in there, but there are no sounds. The sounds that you've loaded in will recall with the actual session. So, for instance, I've got this session called, sorry, not that one. Let's go to files, Creature here. And you'll see that I have 2 things in there. I have a kick and I have another sample called, well, it's called Creature. So these 2 bottom rows here actually are doing nothing at all. It's just that I randomly generated stuff when I was hitting random and messing around with it.
Creature.
Now, all these samples, like the Creature and the Sci-Fi stuff, you'll find in Les Productions Zvon, and there's a link in the description below for Daniel's remarkable samples. It's just insanely cool. Right, so you can see that your sounds are recalled with your session, and your presets are just recalled as they're saved, sort of thing. And you can have up to, I think, 16 of these, maybe more, I don't know. But anyway, that's that. So let's clear out that session anyway. So clear and start a fresh session like we've just started to do. Audio unit extension, and we shall go Playbeat. There it is. Let's open up. And it starts blank like this, okay? But you still have your 5 presets if you want to start with a preset, okay? If you don't want any of these presets, you can just go to this little drop down here and you can delete presets, okay? So you can, the presets will save and then you can delete them. So if I deleted, say, preset number 6 like this, it would disappear from this list. But that doesn't mean to say I can't overwrite anything else. It's just that if I go back to like preset 1, it will be what my preset is. But we can like delete that particular preset, for instance, like this. Let's delete preset 1 and it's gone. And you'll see that it's blank now. So I could just say, let's take all these out, sort of things, clear the session, and it's clear. And I will then build something in this and then call that preset 1. Ta-da! Right, so, well, oh, Marcus, don't worry, it was all here. Okay, so right, here we go. Yeah, that's brilliant. It recalls, so he doesn't save the samples as a preset. It saves it with a session. It does with AUM. I haven't tried it with anything else yet. It doesn't matter, though. However, this is brilliant, right? You get 4 of these tracks. Now, I'm going to take you around the whole thing, okay? But first, let's load in a sample. Okay, so we just tap on this, and we can go import sample. Well, let's import a sample for this one. And let's go to, these are audio share files. So let's go down the bottom here and look. And these are all, see, all these are all Les Productions Zvon samples here. And we've got a kids kit, which I shall have, I'm going to use that tomorrow. EG Pulse tomorrow, guys, by the way. Right, so we've got the out there kit. Let's open that. And we've got some dual harp, we've got effects, we've got electricity, we've got kicks. Okay, velocity kicks. So there's 2 of those there. I don't know what's happened to them there. It doesn't. Oh, no, here we go. So we have all these kicks. So let's open this kick 1. And it's loaded it straight into there. So for now, let's just play with kick 1. Okay, see what it sounds like. I don't know how loud it's going to be. I don't know what it's going to do. But just let's see. Okay. So it's going to be linked to the transport because it's running inside AUM. Brilliant. So let's just set up 4 of these. 4 on the floor. Pitch is a bit low, right? So let's go to pitch. And let's take that pitch up. We can randomize the pitch. But let's... like this. So we've got the same pitch now playing on all of those, right? Fine. Let's go back to step. This time let's randomize the steps, okay? So we can, if we randomize the entire thing, if I hit this big dice at the top, that's going to randomize the entire pattern. Okay, whereas if I hit all and it just I hit randomize step, it's going to put steps in all the patterns. However, if I just make sure that my kick is selected and hit the randomize, I'm going to get different randomizations for the kick. And we can put another one in there if we want to. Let me just clear this one for Dean here. Right, okay. So you get the idea though. We can choose, let's choose another sample. Let's this time, let's load a sample. And there are a few imported samples here that you get. So let's load a snare. And we can, that'll do. Double tap it to load it. And now we can we can just randomize the snare. Notice it's not randomizing the kick though, because we've only got the snare selected. If we select all, it will randomize both the kick and the snare, but it will also put things in here as well, and we don't want that just yet. So, okay, pitch. Let's randomize the pitch of the snare. So let's go to this, let's go to 3, let's go import sample this time. Okay, let's go to, since Dean's here, let's go to audio share. Let's go to reflective, I can find it here. I'm not sure, there it is, reflective, Dean. Let's get some, let's get an effect in here, shall we? So let's go with whatever Skimpler is, Dean. Whatever Skimpler is. But now we've put Skimpler in here. So let's have a look at that. Let's go back to steps again. Right, go ahead. Let's randomize that. Randomize the pitch of it. Right. Awesome stuff, eh? Now, say for instance that we're really happy with that, right? We're happy, so it's cool. Now you can also change the start point of samples. So let's do this. You've got it's a little sample editor. It's this here. It's like a little sampley thing for each individual. Sorry, for each. You'll see a change there for each individual sample that's in there. You've got a little start and a stop point. So let's just solo out Skimpler. And let's mess around with the start point. I like that better. So we can turn the volume down here. I'll do it like this. Hang on a minute, why am I trying to do that? Okay. Let's take music solo off. Okay, so for instance, so say we're happy with that now, right? We're happy with the pitch, the volume. You can randomize the volume as well. And these little numbers underneath the little dice there, these are just the range, the amount it will add in or take out, you know what I mean, for each kind of thing. So, you know, but we're happy with this. So let's put this into preset 1. Bang. And it's there forever, right? So let's randomize the whole thing like this, right? Well, let's go back to preset 1. Just by tapping it. So once your preset is in there, it's remembered. Now you can like name the presets, like I've said, but wherever else you go and whatever else you do, unless you actually physically remove that preset now, make it blank and then rebuild it, you're not going to lose your information. It's fine. Even when you do stuff like this next part, right? So let us put in, let's go loads it. Let's go import sample. And let's go with hi-hat from Reflective as well. So got some hats here. Closed hat, that'll do. First one will be fine. It's in there. And for the sake of just thing, let's just put steps in as normal. So you can see you can build a normal pattern like that. Now you might notice as well that's moving slower. You've got independent control of the speed over each of the individual 4 tracks. Okay, so you'll notice there it says 1/4. On number 3, it says 16th, and I guess they're all 16ths there. See, I don't know if you can see that, but if I change this now to a 16th as well, this hi-hat's going to play as a 16th. And the pitch is going to be going pretty mad as well, so that's cool. So we have independent control over each of the 4 tracks that we have. But like, so you can slow it down. You also have control over the length as well. So if we play, but have you noticed as well that it's only on the one you've selected? Let's take that all the way back up there. Let's select all and do it with all of them. So everything we do now will be affected by whatever we do, sort of thing. So let's get it just so I can see. Let's call this pattern 6, right? Now, don't forget, we've made this adjustment to pattern 1, but we haven't saved it. So when we go back to pattern 1, it'll just jump back to what it should be. But now pattern 6 will be the shortened version. Oh, here's our first pattern. Very, very cool beans. Now, also as well, that's nothing to do with it. That's just my assistive touch icon thing. This is also what's great. You can lock any or all parameters if you don't want them further adjusted while you're making adjustments, okay? So say, for instance, we've got the kick there, but we really love that kick pattern. Okay, and we're there like this, and we really love it on the steps. Just hit the little lock button, and if you notice, if we go to pitch, the lock goes off. Also, the volume goes off. So if we wanted to lock all parameters for our kick, it's done. But bearing in mind, we're going to have to save that as a new preset, right? Otherwise, when we go back, it's going to be gone. Okay, but if you lock a parameter, no matter what you do, it's not gonna change unless you engage infinity, which we'll do in a minute. But let's say with our locked tracks here and stuff like this. Now, although we set this as a pattern before, it doesn't mean that we can't adjust it. What's also nice is anytime you want, you can just drop in another sample. So let's and because it's AUV3, let's randomize everything. There we go. Now we've also got a shuffle. So, awesome. We've got the shuffle, we've got the thing. But we also have infinity. Yes. This is very cool. Infinity is great. If you Riffer does this as well. If you're familiar with Riffer does this. So let's leave the shuffle where it is. Once we engage infinity, every single time this passes, it will randomize everything. Okay? And we can choose how many passes it makes by this little control here. So it's counting up. You can't see it, trust me, it's counting up. And you'll see what I mean in a sec. So we'll set it on 1. Let's play our pattern. Now, don't forget, it's not going to change our kick drum, which is now playing off the other play beat here. That's very cool beans. Right, so what we're going to do is hit infinity, and you watch every single pass, it will swap out its information. Except for the one you have locked, of course. Let's unlock that. And this is where you could say, like, well, I'm not sure if it will work with infinity, but let's just see if it does. Yeah. You can control the amount you have going on, sort of thing. Let's put that back to 4 and that back to 4 as well. So that's just randomizing every single time until you want to hit the preset again, of course. And then your original number 6 preset is back there where you left it. Okay. But let's go back to number 1 here. Let's hit the infinity control. This time we can change it so it moves over, 2 bars instead of 1. Now, if you notice, because we've got our track 4 locked, it's not going to add anything, which is nice because you might not want to actually hit anything. So let's unlock number 4 so we get randomization for absolutely everything. I mean, we could lock the pitch change, but let's not. Let's just let it fly. Okay, that's cool. So say you like another thing you can do at the end here, at the end of the so you guess that this is your volume mixer. This is your mixer for each individual track there. You can set the mix levels however you please for each thing. Just remember, if you want to make changes, make another preset, Otherwise you'll lose it. Right, so these at the end, you can clear out an entire sequence just by tapping that there, like this. So it's randomize them back in. Let me see why I'm not randomizing these back in. Oh, all. Right. Or if you really, really like a particular sequence, you can kind of just move it down like this. So you can duplicate sequences like that, and then you can start to make random adjustments as it goes, sort of thing. So what I've done now is I've set the infinity to 2 bars. So it won't it'll only change every 2 bars sort of thing, which is nice. So here we go. Let's have a look at that in action. So very, very cool, eh? Very cool. And then of course we could just say, well, okay, let's we cleared out the 4 let's clear out these 4 sequences. And if we really wanted to do something, just we don't need a kick in here for the kickoff. That's why there's 2 snares. But let's choose another. Let's import an audio. Let's import something funny. Let's go down to some kids kits, right? Kids kits from Zvon. And let's go with some laughs. And I've imported that laugh into that first one. So let's just have a listen to what it sounds like. You see, I had the what's it stuck on there then, the infinity. So let's clear out these so we can have a listen to what this sample is doing. And definitely for starters, we want to be messing with the pitch. So it'll load in at C4, I think, or C3. But anyway. It starts to get pretty strange. Check this out. No, it can't. It can't, Paul. Let's randomize the steps in this one. So you can get truly nuts. You can go nuts, or you could be real sensible. This is the cool thing. You can get real sensible. So I just want to show you one more thing, folks, before I go. I guess that is pretty much the whole thing. It's super easy, but very, very, like, with all of the automation and everything, and the fact that, you've got volume control, randomization as well. And it obviously goes from 0 to 127, which is your range. And you can set the range there. So the lowest the volume is going to be is 60. It's like with the pitch range as well. That the highest that's going to go is G3. The lowest it's going to go is F2. You choose the range. It's a done deal. Do you know what I mean? So it's very cool. Now let's see. I want to show you one more thing before. That's quite cool. That's quite a cool. That's a really cool preset. That is just pretty cool. Yeah, slowing it down gets weird. You know what I mean? That's when you want to get strange, slow stuff down. It's very cool beans. Right, so here we go. I'm going to add 2 tracks here. I'm going to add 1 MIDI track and I'm going to add an audio track. I'm going to put in a... I'm going to... That sound I had before with Synthmaster, because it was just... I sort of loved it, and it was great for Synthmaster 1. And it was in... Let me just quickly lower the volume a little bit. It was in, I think, if I go to my browser, I chose... I think it was in Bells. And I think it was Spring Bell Arc. Like this. I'll just check with my MIDI keyboard before we put... Lovely sound. See, delays are lovely with any kind of sequence. So anyway, we shall add Audio Modern's Riffer in here. I'm not sure if it's in this one, actually. Is it in this one, or is it in the other? I think it's in the other section, isn't it? I think it's in Audio Unit Extensions. Easiest if I just type it in and it riff. There it is. What we want to do now, if you understand, it's more like Doug, give a clue. What? Give a clue to what? Any clues? BMD? What? That was 3 presets for a popular app coming for me later today. I don't know what it is. No idea. Anyways, here's the thing. What we want to do is we want Riffer there, so we want to choose Riffer. We want the MIDI source to be Riffer for Synthmaster 1. And we open Riffer here, and double tap that to make it bigger. And Riffer, of course, is an AUV3. So you set the key and the scale here. So Riffer works similar to the way Playbeat, BeatPlay works. It works similar in the fact that if you understand that, you'll understand how you've got your infinity there and stuff like that. So let's go with pentatonic minor. Always sounds great. If we go with, we'll start with a pentatonic, and it'll just put, but let's just randomize it, right? And as soon as we hit play now, what we can do now is, let's, for instance, let's make sure that the volume levels are a bit more controlled for the effects and that. And actually, let's limit the changes a little. Actually, let's limit the changes a little bit. Let's switch our infinity on as well, and let's do the same for, let's switch infinity on for Riffer. Now Riffer's going to stay in the key. It's not going to kind of just keep changing the key, but you know. on and on you go with it, just completely randomizing every single pass it makes, which is just absolutely epic. Thank you very much, Apps. Awesome for super chatting me in. Thank you so much. So, guys, there you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sure you did, because what's not to like? You know what I mean? It's very good. It's very cool beans. There are links in the description right now as we speak for Playbeat. So, creative groove randomizing. Yes. I'm very excited. It's very nice. You see, this is the kind of thing you can slap into all sorts of stuff as well. Thanks. Hi, Spider. How you doing? Oh yeah, do what, Spider, from the bit you'll get an idea of what it is. So, like I said, we've got Playbeat here, we've got Riffer, both by Audio Modern. I think they do a splendid job at this kind of thing, because it's all very easy to set up now. It's all straightforward. It's all on one screen. You're not constantly jumping backwards and forwards to different things. And like I said, your sets are remembered. We don't need to keep that now because it was a bit mad. But if I open my files now and go back to Good Afternoon, which was the very first one that I set up, which had the same sequence, and I'd set Riffer to do the same kind of thing, but
I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman.
I changed out some of the samples, didn't I, and then saved it before I closed it. But you know, you get the idea. It remembers the samples that are in there when you hit save. So
I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman. I'm a woman with a woman's intuition. I'm a woman with a woman. 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 I'm a woman with a woman.
So there you go. Awesome stuff. Right, so there you go, guys. Excuse me. Thanks to Audio Modern for showing up at the stream. Thanks for the super chat as well. Thanks, Cy. Thanks, Wall Spider. Colin turned up as well. Everybody was here. Dean. I hope, guys, you have a chance to have a blast with Playbeat. It's very entertaining. The fact that think of it this way. You don't have to drop in drum samples or voice samples or anything funny. What if you dropped in synth samples, right? Notes. And then you set the pitches to how you wanted them, or you had them play randomly, or set some for drums, some for... So then you've got like a synth sequence blasting away there, doing all sorts of cool stuff on the fly. Don't forget you've got your shuffle, which is nice. You've got your stop point for your sample. Well, you can set the start point, which is very nice. Or kind of anything. And this is before you start banging it through any effects or anything like, so do you know what I mean? Right, so here we go. Tomorrow night's live stream. Excuse me one sec while I choke. Tomorrow night's live stream is EG Pulse. Yes. Is EG Pulse, where I will be basically doing the same thing, going through EG Pulse and showing you how you can do certain things and the kind of overall general operation of the app. And then, yes, EG Pulse it is. And then on Monday, we shall be taking a look at this one in some considerable detail. If I can find it. Is it in here? There it is. Cycle. So on Monday, we'll be doing Cycle. We can add loads of different modules to that. So ratchet module. Look, we've got it a ratchet there. Oh, what's it all mean? We'll be learning all about that on Monday. Cycle. And then also as well, tone boosters, reverb at some point would have to be a proper video because I want it to be stereo. And tone boosters, real bus as well sometime during the week. So we've got plenty to be doing, everybody. Plenty to be playing with over the next few days. Anyway, thank you very much. Thanks, guys, for joining me this evening. Like everybody, again, thank you very much. I am now going to go and chill my beans, and I really, really, truly hope you enjoyed the stream. and check out the app, Playbeat. It's awesome stuff. Rightio, guys. I'll see you all later. Ta-da! If you haven't struck that like, strike it now.